Hello, 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 welcome back to the continuing adventures of Octowitch, the Octopode wizard, who uses Poison Arrow as it continues its way through the dungeon. Last we left off, I had begun making my first forays into the vaults. They had not been terribly successful, but I'm not dead, and I'm still alive, so I guess they've been somewhat successful, I guess. I did acquire a shield, so I'm now using a buckler that gives me strength plus 3, which is okay, I guess. I would like a better buckler eventually, or a better shield eventually. And I've trained up shields a little bit so as to eliminate spellcasting penalty. Spellcasting skill is high enough that Fireball is now hungerless. I have a lot of spell levels actually. I've also got a reasonable Iron Shot going. I picked up the Crystal Ball, and I'm trying to train Evocations a bit. Crystal Ball gives you mana back in large doses, but it also comes with a reasonable probability of bad things happening, and a laundry list of bad things that can happen, so I don't like using it right off the bat, and as long as I can get away with not using it, I still have several potions of magic that I can work with, and my staff of channeling, so I'm not in a bind yet. Alright, enough chit-chat. I'll give you a quick look at my items. For anyone who's actually curious, feel free to pause this screen. Okay, and this is a list of unidentified wands, rings, amulets, etc. Notice that the vast majority of rings I have not yet identified, because, well, Crawl has decided it hates me today, I guess. Potions, it's almost 50-50 whether I find good ones or bad ones at this point. Except that Decay and Degeneration are much more common than Gain Intelligence and Gain Strength, so not even 50-50. Yeah. I definitely want to get Necromutation because being a Necrotic Octopus Lich will be really cool. But that's not even on the menu right now. So, let's activate Swiftness, go down a floor, and get cracking. Okay. Not a bad start. Any start that begins by hurting other creatures with impunity is a good one. For me. Okay. Thank God for Repel Missiles. I just can ignore that damage. And thank God for Poison Arrow. I can actually deal some damage. Just get all my buffs on before I go back down, and then Poison Arrow a little bit. Follow up with Flame. There's no way I can raise that corpse, eh? That would be awesome. Ooh, a new book. Nothing I actually want, so I'll drop it. Although, if I were to pick up Ignite Poison, I would probably have enough skills to... Okay, serious danger, fellas. That's Mara. Mara can fucking kill me. What would be great would be to gimp myself so that if I'm cloned, the clone isn't scary. The thing is, if I run away, I'm going to be running into the unknown. So actually, here's what we're going to do. Can Mara see invisible? Yes. Okay. I'm going to haste myself. Shit, Mara disappeared. This is devastatingly dangerous to me. I'm going to hide here. There isn't a good place to hide. I'm running directly into the unknown. This is just such bad news bears for me. Basically, I'm waiting for Mara to show up so that I can activate a teleport and maximize the my odds of not dying. Okay. That's the first neck of... There's where Mara is, right there. And I just got misled, so what I'm seeing as a dragon is not really a dragon. I don't even know what it is. Definitely activating teleport. Getting out of there. Mara alone is sufficient reason for me to treat this entire next floor as scary. Amidst his many abilities is the ability to clone himself into multiple copies, and the ability to create a duplicate of me, the player character, except on his side. So So no matter how powerful you get, Maru is still capable of producing the kind of damage output that is on par with your character. So I'm just going to try and dive this whole floor, honestly. Magic mapping will help me find the Minotaur's lair, because I heard a snort. It's probably that. Scratch it, it's definitely that. Okay, so we're going to head in that direction. I should have enough time to get there fairly leisurely, so let's not get too hasty and, you know, allow enemies to build up. But at the same time, you know, I don't exactly want to be too leisurely. I think I can poison arrow him to death quickly. But I cannot. Let's heal wounds once, because there's no reason to risk my life on a gamble. Okay, he's dead. The heal wounds proved to be unnecessary, but taking a risk was also unnecessary, so I didn't do it. I only have 1 heal wounds though, so now I'm kind of just, I kind of used up a resource there that I didn't have to. I didn't know I didn't have to, so if that dragon had opted to blow fire one more time and dealt the exact same amount of damage again that he had already shown he could do, I would be in very big trouble. And he had several turns to do it, so I had to do what I did so as not to take chances. Okay, I enter this place and finally have actually picked up a fire book, so let's pick up Delayed Fireball for sure. Delayed Fireball is a cool spell. If you have Fireball already, it only costs an extra 2 mana. It's a level 7 spell, so it's very hungering compared to my average, and often has a worse casting ability. But once you cast it outside of combat, it has guaranteed success inside combat. And something else I didn't know is that it is an instant, which means it actually has no cast time. So, say that you are up against an enemy and you want to really, really give a lot of damage output. You enter hasted so that you're doing 1.5 times the activities. You release your stored fireball, which is a free action, and then you unload with your actual spells, and the amount of damage you can deal is staggering. So yeah, I totally approve. I don't need to regen actually. Mana, I'm probably gonna regen as I walk. So let's just start walking, shall we? I don't have the dig spell, but even if I did, there's really nothing I need to dig through right now. Let's avoid using too much hungering while I'm here and just blow things up with fireballs. And of course, oh my god, if this is the exit already, that's just lucky. Of course, I've been taunted by stone walls before, and it is definitely compelling me to take the very long way around. If, you know, this is even the right way at all. Because it is steadily taking me further and further away. Okay, that sucks. There was a fork I didn't take, so let's take that fork now. But, again, it really looks like it's just taking me further and further away. Unless this is a way under and back in. Stone walls are due north of here. I'm hungry. Let's eat something. Let's finish my last meat ration, actually. Yay. I hope... Because the worst that can happen is I get the carnivore mutation. My bread rations aren't helpful to me. But, chunks still are. And with sufficient carnivore mutation, I can eat multiple chunks, so... You know, it's less of an issue than it might otherwise have been. Okay, here we go. We're getting very close to the end now. I hope. Trying to maintain that swiftness. Come on. Come on. There's got to be a Minotaur in here. In here. Oh, come on, man. I'm sure it's right freaking under my nose somewhere. I don't know if it still randomly teleports you or not, but I'm almost positive in version 0.9 there was a propensity to be random teleported while you were in the labyrinth, which always made me terrified when I'd finally found what I thought was near the end, and then I got whisked away. Okay, so clearly I'm like right on top of this, but okay. I'm gonna go to the northeast because I know there was an exit-ish area there that maybe loops around somehow, and I just have to try that way. And the reason you're seeing this trail being made behind me is I'm holding shift so that I don't accidentally walk up to the Minotaur when he's in vision and then keep walking or something. Holding shift makes it constantly stop whenever a new corner or decision pathway is made. In other words, if I was just hitting up, down, left, right, I could walk around in front of enemies. If I'm holding shift, it'll keep warning me that there's an enemy nearby. Are you sure? Okay, there he is. Poison arrow repeatedly. He's dead. Let's see my loot. Couple rods, a staff I don't have, and a book. That's the long and short of it. Let's ID the rod first. The staff. Oh, a staff of fire ain't bad. Oh, I got a new wand. That's interesting. I didn't accidentally pick up any jewelry without noticing. Oh, I can't wear cloaks. Shoot, I forgot about that. Man, not being able to wear anything sucks. Okay, so I've got the Rod of Striking and the Rod of Destruction. And the Rod of Destruction in particular. Item. Rod of Destruction. Alright, let's try this another way. Rod of Destruction. Huh? Okay. So, the Rod of Destruction lets me cast spells I already have. Fireball and Iron Shot. But it also has its own mana supply, so if I'm out of mana, I can potentially switch to it, so... I don't see myself ever actually using it, but whatever. I have it now. None of these wands interest me. Amulet of Resist Corrosion I'm currently wielding. I currently have in my pocket. Yeah, that's really all there is to it. Let's see if I can't drop something and then carry the corpse of this thing out with me. I'll drop Enslavement. Awesome, I actually have the capacity to carry a Minotaur. I really just want to use it as an excuse to make another ally on this floor. So basically I went into the Minotaur's lair to get a Minotaur. Minotaur's Labyrinth. God, these things take so many shots to take down. I wish I had a Freezing Cloud. All it would take is one Freezing Cloud. Come on, let's see. Usually ugly things travel in groups, so... That's why I was willing to fireball early, because I just assumed there would be another nearby to share in the blaze of glory. Blaze. Alright, idiots. I would switch to Poison Cloud, but that's much more hungering, so just do it this way. Why aren't you picking it up? Apparently auto pickup was turned off at some point. Probably when I was attacked by that invisible thing. Okay, what's next? Oh, right. No new helmets, okay. Okay. Chase you down. Raise you up. Do some fireballing while I'm at it. Definitely want to raise all the dead there. Okay. Come on, just raise that, heal up, get some swiftness, and whoa, 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 I'm confused. When did that happen? I'm not even sure. Oh, I was on a Zot trap, that's why. Oh my god. For a second I was sure these would all be mimics or something just to taunt me, but nope, they're actually real. My pack is full, I'm just gonna start eating meat off the floor then. And see what I can actually drop now. Okay, I don't want the Scroll of Unholy Creation. I don't need to be carrying around weapon bonuses, so that's a bunch of free slots right there. An extra Ring of Sustenance might go nicely. What can I replace? +2 strength necessary? It is not. We'll remove it then. Now I have dual sustenance, which means I probably barely need food at all. I don't know where it would say that though. Anyway, 2 tiers of that is gonna... Obviously it doesn't do anything... Well, I guess it's not obvious. So the way Spell Hunger works is my spells are... My Spell Hunger remains fixed. It has nothing to do with... Spell Hunger is only reduced by your... Shit. This is why I've been holding shift, so that I won't accidentally just walk into trouble like I just did. I'm just going to take steps back until my allies are dead, and then I'll worry about being intelligent again. That's about as much distance as I could hope to build. Let's turn on Repel Missiles. Since the trolls are blocking the way, I can still just potentially Poison Kite for a while. Close the door. Continue Poison Kiting for a while. Okay, there we go. Just go ahead and do some serious fireballing now. And raise dead, since those hides aren't going to be of any use to me. Come on. Got anything else you want to try? Smart one. Watch, I will totally burn you from this distance. How are you just appearing here? Definitely want to have Repel Missiles on and start channeling back some mana. And because I know they're there, I'll just throw some poison at them. Man, this is turning out to be a really protracted fight. And I still feel like my flank is exposed. Like, well, I guess I have a literal wall of allies now protecting me, so that helps. What is this, a boulder beetle? It is in fact a boulder beetle. Those things are high enough level that they're giving me some trouble. Let's go upstairs. Oh right, Mara's up there. Upstairs isn't safe. In fact, I'm going to do something that... I'm actually going to explain this technique because it's really valuable. Use the exclamation mark, and it will give you the chance to annotate a level, right? So I tell it, yes, I want to annotate the level on the other end of the stairs, which means upstairs. And then if I put an exclamation mark and say Mara, next time I'm casually trying to go upstairs and have forgotten, it will stop me, remind me that I've made a note that says Mara, and then say, do you want to go there anyway? That way I don't just casually keep going somewhere that's potentially lethal. Much similar to putting travel exclusion. Making the system work for you. Come on. There's at least one ally. Good. Looks like the commotion I made all of these little rooms open, and only one of them was the treasure room, which I just happened to open first. Okay, not all of them. Some of them just didn't care about current events as much as others did. Jesus, that's 2 turns in front of a green slime, and that's how much damage they can deal. I tell you, if you have no AC, everything's, like, terrifying. Everything hurts more than an executioner. Oh god, this is gonna end badly. Close the door, channel up to a reasonable minimum. Can I not? There we go. Okay. Area complete. Floor complete. Let's head off to the crypt next. Mostly because if I have to choose between continuing in the lair or taking on zombies who are dumb enough to walk through fire, well, that's just not really much of a choice now, is it? Unfortunately, they are really beefy, and oh my god, I just took near lethal damage. And now they're bull guarding the door, no doubt, and I want to go back down there, but let me look at what kind of welcoming party I would be greeted with. Yeah, if that greater mummy is even close to the stairs, I'll die. No, much better to wait like 100 turns or 500 turns or 1,000 turns for them to forget about it. And in the meantime, I should just go downstairs. I don't see no deep elf fighter. Oh, there he is. There he was. Ha 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 ha. Downstairs. Oh, nice fireballs. Get them all at once. So yeah, that's the big problem with octopi is, at least at this point in the game, maybe later down the road it'll change, but what the hell is this? Are you my ally or not? If you're my ally, then why can't I order you to attack him? And how are you even my ally? I haven't even been here yet. I'm really confused. I'm on a new floor, and apparently there's already an ogre zombie on my side. That's weird. Maybe I came here for like 10 seconds and forgot about it. I know that didn't happen. I've just been playing. I'm going to review the video when I'm done, because that's otherwise going to bug me a lot. This is a good opportunity to poison kite, because the fire giant can probably destroy a lot of good scrolls from range. But now he has to catch me first. Eat the choco and just keep going. Continue poison kiting. I'm gonna take a chance on using the crystal ball. Yeah, that's how much mana you get back with one crystal ball cast. And this is not even at full evocations power yet. Yeah, it's a lot of mana. It's also hungerless, unlike the Staff of Channeling. Which would be the key reason I actually did it for. And you don't have to wield it, so if I'm wielding a different weapon, or, you know, the Staff of Channeling in this case, I can still make use of it. I'm gonna shoot you with Iron Shot, I think. It's a shame, I really was looking forward to doing the crypt, but getting locked out at the door is usually a good reason not to push too hard. And if there had been like multiple staircases, I could have at least attempted something, maybe a teleport or whatever. And that zombie hit me for nearly 50% of my health in one turn. I mean, Jesus Christ, I was expecting a little damage, but not... OMG, need to consider quitting level damage, not lethal damage. Definitely want to use fireballs against brigands, because they can't dodge fireballs. I'm sure they could if they were allowed to. They're not allowed to dodge fireballs. Oh my god, when an elephant coming by me? I'm clearly not very sharp today. I'm missing a lot of obvious stuff, like elephants there and I didn't even notice. Oh crap, it was a mimic. I had my hopes up too. Every time I see a book, I get a small amount of hope that it'll be a book that helps me complete my build or something. That's an acquirement scroll. At this point, I'm seriously tempted, so I am going to just pick it up and read it, but I'll figure out what I'm going to get with it in a second. Because I am seriously tempted to just get a book. I don't know what it's going to give me in a book, though. All I want now is necromutation, but it doesn't have any way of guessing that from my non-existent transmutation school and my minimal necromancy school. If I go for a hat, it'll give me some kind of hat, I guess. Could go with jewelry, but it's probably going to give me an ordinary ring, and there's tons of really good rings that I haven't found basic copies of yet. And average rings. Yeah, I'm going to go for book and see what it gives me. No, just book. Totally useless. How are we doing for that firestorm, by the way? 86%, so not even close. Even with wizardry, not even close. Yeah, I think I am going to start working on necromutation, since I know I'm going to eventually want it. I don't have the book for it or anything, so it's not, strictly speaking, a good decision, but take what just happened, for example. If I had had high necromancy and reasonable transmutation, they might have given it to me as a capstone. Yes! Yes, finally! Okay, now let's see what we got here. Amulet of Clarity. That's always a fun amulet to have. Ring of Magical Power could be nice. What's my magical power at right now? Yeah, so that would max it. That's nice. Resist mutation. Not this early. I don't need it early. Everything else here is pretty average, so let's actually get both of them then. Amulet of Clarity and Ring of Magical Power. Dex -5 and see Invisible is something I'm tempted to take, actually, too. It sucks to have -5 to my Dex, make no mistake, but it's not game-ending in any way. Not if I only swap it in, swap it out. And a source of see Invisible of any kind could potentially be life-saving. How much is it again? And how much do I have? I have a lot of money, and it's only 300-ish gold, so as much as it's going to be replaced really soon, I am going to buy it just so that I have it around. So I no longer don't have any options. Thank God. Scrolls of Blinking are like one-ups in my opinion. That's how powerful they can be. I'm going to ditch the Wand of Cold and hang on to the Wand of Fire. Any evade or enchant weapon scrolls, I'll just do that too. Plain deck of cards is too plain to care about. Yay! Why am I so happy? Because I see ogres and I just think how easily they're gonna die. Compared to like resistant enemies and shit. And they actually still make really good zombie allies. Okay, I think I have a couple copies of the Grand Grimoire at this point. I'm still waiting on Necromutation though, which is the spell I actually want right now. I mean, I have the Book of Annihilations, that's where my main damage is going to come from, but it's not even close to Humbles. I need to run away because Orcish Sorcerer just brought out a demon, and demons are really fucking scary. Hopefully it died of poisoning and its summons evaporated by now. What are these silver wraith? Oh, they're just crossbows, I guess. Yeah, it's probably there. Give me something to eat. Just flood the hole with poison, please. Okay, successfully eating. Okay, I actually managed to chow down, not bad. Let's just finish up here. Okay, next floor. And this should have been about long enough for the crypts to settle down again and give me a new entrance pattern. Preferably one that doesn't involve me instantly being attacked off the bat. Okay, hunger has struck again, and I'm nauseous, so let's go. Something big. I thought the royal jelly might possibly cure nausea, but it doesn't. I'm going to continue using non-hungering spells for a while. Okay, poison and burn. Dude, the amount of poison arrow I'm using is worthy of the OpPA style that I posited that I would try. Damn it, I was hoping I could get one more turn and close the door on them. That's always the best, when you gas a room but then lock them into it. Okay, at least I didn't get hungry. It's a good idea to poison kite these guys. Man, I am really low on food. Current hunger status, not long-term. Actually, you know what? Where's my staff of fire? Hitting things with a staff of fire. No, don't switch back. I need the turn right now. Repel missiles, poison. Okay. Now you can go ahead and do whatever it is you're doing. If you hit things with a staff of fire, it adds a to hit bonus and a to damage bonus based on your fire magical skill. Of course, negated and or seriously resisted by fire resistance. So hitting things in the head with a channeling staff is kind of like Gandalf using a stick and hoping that, you know, it works without being a wizard. But hitting with a fire stave is like when Gandalf actually hits with a stick because there's magic behind it, even though he's just doing melee attacks. Man, none of you guys are leaving a corpse? Good God. Definitely want repel missiles on first, and then attack second. You guys aren't very fire resistant when you're in ice form now, are you? Okay, swiftness, raise the dead, and then get away. Slime creatures nearby. You know, I'm sick of you freaking slime creatures. Thank God Poison Arrow is so effective against you. Oh, they're poison resistant, make no mistake, but just because they're poison resistant doesn't mean that they can resist Poisonous Arrow, because nobody can resist OpPA Gundam style. Or just OpPA Wizard style. Come on, good God, I have a lot of... Whoa, what is that thing? I've not seen that before. It's a harpy zombie, whatever. Okay, it's got enough swiftness that it's dodging me. The ogre mage just went invisible. It's fine. Luckily for me, my trusty centaur buddies were able to take down the harpy thing, and now that I have a target, I can just poison that target. And then notice how it stopped halfway because it hit the invisible ogre mage. I need to butcher one of these. The rest can join my ever-growing army of the undead. Man, you can win games with just animate... Well, okay, that's not true. You can constantly grow your power level with animate dead for a very long time. It's like shadow creatures and mana channeling, man. With enough patience, and before the summoner nerfs at least, there's not much you can't get away... You can't manage to pull off in the end. I am worried about the possibility of the Sphinx using paralytic magic on me, so I'm gonna gas the area and then wait so that even if it does decide to do something, it's already half past dead. Okay, there we go, gotcha. And now I get a new ally. Healing a little bit. It's another slimy. God damn. The thing about slimies is they are powerful enough or defensive enough and dodgy enough that you end up having to spend good resources on them. But they are so worthless. They don't give corpses. They merge into super slimes, and that actually makes it work, because if you don't handle them, they just become more and more irritating. Oh my god, did I not ever read this book? I should see what it is at least. It's a reasonable number of transmutation spells, including Pass Wall, I guess. I don't care for Pass Wall or anything, but... Alright, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to memorize Pass Wall, not because I ever intend to use it. Actually, no, I'll just memorize Fulsome Distillation. Now I have all of the possible schools for... now I have all the schools covered for studying Necromutation. So I'm going to study Necromutation. And eventually I'll find Necromutation, or I'll find another Acquire Scroll, and because of my high Necromancy and Transmutation, I'll get that school. I hope. I have no idea if that's actually how the game works. I'm just making the most educated guess based on what makes sense and my experience. Actually, my experience leads me to believe that I'm never going to get Necromutation, and I should just give up. Because Kroll has taught me to be pessimistic. If you intentionally walk into that, you're going to be an idiot. I'm not sure if you walked into it or not, but I am sure that I don't have enough food. Oh, he did walk into it, or he left the room. He totally left the room from the other side. Sneaky bastard. There's an Iron Troll? An Iron Troll zombie. Okay, well, take it out then. My fellow zombies. Fucking hunger, my god. Next time I find a food store, I should buy a nice big stack. I have enough schools as it is. Yeah, 0 aptitude sucks compared to 1 to 2 aptitude and everything. I mean, I know people go on about how you don't need good aptitudes if you're patient and have 500 times as much and don't need to study anything. But yeah, see, that's just the problem. None of that is true. You always are looking to make good on what's in your environment, which means you always will be happy to have a little bit more flexibility and experience, which means you always want to have good ability scores and mods. This octopus, I just really want to see what it looks like to wear 8 rings, and I'm doing that now, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. Is this floor cleared? It's getting towards cleared pretty fast. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I did not expect that to happen. I'm gonna blindly enter the crypt again. By blindly, I mean with minimal preparation, just turn on swiftness and repel missiles, and I'm tempted to pre-haste, but I'm not gonna. Good god, they're cruel. They didn't even change the orientation. Okay, I'm just going to teleport randomly here. With all of my buffs, I should be okay to fight my way in. Let's start off with Staff of Fire to enhance my spell power. but I will need to switch to Staff of Channeling pretty soon. Okay, Skeletal Warrior is down. Okay, now I'm looping around. Staff of Channeling will be nice. Yes. I'm not going to risk using iron shots. Oh, fuck me, it's a greater mummy. It's 2 greater mummies? They're pretty determined to kill me this game. Pretty sure greater mummies can torment. So, I'm not sure what I'm going to do here. Wow, I'm in the overlap of a couple really dangerous auras. Let's get out of one, for sure. I don't have a holy weapon, do I? I do? Okay, good. I'm going to use my holy... That's a dire elephant. I'm going to go invisible. That should at least partially help me peel off some of my pursuers. I'm swift still. And invisible, so that's a plus. But this is a dead end. I didn't need this to be a dead end. I'm gonna heal wounds once because that's very important. Continue walking. That Silent Spectre can see me, I'm sure of it, because it's chasing me directly. I'm gonna continue straight for the exit, though. I'm not coming back here until I have Firestorm. And I'm going to mark the entrances being deadly. It's unfortunate too, because that's one of the few places I can usually be confident on finding a good 4 to 6 extra books, is somewhere within the crypt. But now I'm locked out of the crypt completely. I just can't enter it. Look how dangerous it is. Yeah. Well, it's pretty much gonna force me, I think, to... Didn't mark the other side of the stairs. Whatever. As long as it reminds me, that's good enough. Let's go down a floor. This is the final floor. Well, the second to last... This is the last basic floor of the vaults. After this, it's just the incredibly hard Vaults 8 floor, which is, of course, always potentially lethal. And that's on characters who have some armor, you know? Even mages who have a reasonable amount of armor for a mage. This is an octopus who's got none. Let's see if I can't at least damage you a little bit. Okay. There's Marjorie. I have 1 shot left, so I'll just go upstairs. Try a different staircase. Should be a very hefty amount of kills here. There's no way I'm going to reach that, but maybe he can't reach me either. And now that he can, I can kill him, and him, and him, and get some allies in play. Oh my god, it's Frederick. Frederick is also absolutely deadly. So, yeah, he usually gets, I don't know if it's guaranteed or not, but he often has, I think it's called Iron Shot. Whatever it's called, it can kill you, so what else do you need to know? Let's go back to wielding my Staff of Fire. Let's go ahead and eat a bread ration and try the final door. And of course, the final door is 5 perfectly positioned Yaktuars. I mean, what do you think it was going to be fair? Ha. Let's do this again, except with repel missiles on. I can take down at least 1 of them, 2 of them. 3 of them, 4 of them. That's all of them. I'll raise a few dead. Okay. Blast. Poison arrow is so awesome. Against most of these enemies, it's awesome. Yeah, give me my main weapon again. And it's not just like the vaults either. I mean, there's good vulnerable targets to this all the way deep into Zot, thanks to all those draconians. I just fucking cut... I guess I didn't successfully finish cutting it, and now I already rose the dead. You know what? Fine. I'm just gonna send you guys an all-out war. By the way, you're vulnerable to fire, so you're just gonna die. You enjoy that shit. And I'll raise you as dead on purpose, because that's totally helpful. Let's channel some mana back. Okay, good. These aren't bad items to have. Let's re-enable auto pickup. It was probably turned off when that ogre mage went invisible a long time ago. Wait, Frederick's here. Fuck. Haste? No, repel missiles. And then just repeated poison arrows to the face. And then to where his face used to be. Okay, now he's dead. Retreat. Eat. Wander. Just eat the pear, for Christ's sake. And drop that. I don't have any need of it. Iron shot that. Poison arrow that. Man, I have found like 3 versions of Centaur and Naga barding, but none that I actually got to use. I'm gonna drop something up here. Whatever, I don't care what. Just loosen my bags. Scroll of Acquirement, It is tempting. What would I acquire? I can go for a rig, I can go for health, or screw it. Get a book again. I'm very intent on getting a good book. Yeah, you know what? Fuck you. I already have that. I don't need another copy of a book I don't care about. Potion of Cure Mutations, so now I don't have to worry about getting mutated at least once. Man, Poison Arrow can take down even Santaroka with ease. If there's a little bit of power behind it. Let's go ahead and eat that lemon while I'm at it. You know what? You obviously need gassing in there, so I'll just gas whatever's in there first. And then kill whatever runs out. Okay, things are getting pretty straightforward at this point. And I guess that's part of the fun, is now my build is reliable enough that it's just working. But I really want to advance to those higher level spells, man, or get some good artifact jewelry and stuff in play, and it's not happening, and that's kind of getting really disheartening. Okay. No. Yes. That way I don't just hit the down key and end up there by mistake ever. Okay, I'm going to cut the vid here because this is a good stopping point. But I've hit level 20 with an octopus. I'm practically level 21. Apart from a few very dangerous and uniques and dangerous areas, been pretty autopilot with just some nice basic fire stuffs. I got locked out of Crypt, which is very unfortunate because that would have been a very natural place to go next. I'm going to continue training my base skills here. As far as Firestorm is concerned, 78% fail. If I found a wizardry item and put that on as well, and train fire up another 5 levels, I'm sure I could get it to like 40 or 50%. But ultimately, at that hunger cost, it's still probably not going to be worth it for a while. So I've got some backpacking to do before I go into that. Anyway, thanks for watching. I will see you all next time.